Okay guys, so we're back. After you hot glue the cable to the length that you want the neck up here, the little nub for the neck, you glue the cable in the foot so that stays there. Glue the cable into the neck with the, you can see it, this little line here. This is what's going to keep him from pulling an exorcist and spinning his head around like it's a top, okay? And it's also going to allow you to do the, let's get him in there, to do the nod, okay? Because what it's doing is the back cable is going up, but the line that you put in there is keeping the front from going up, and you're going to get a yes-no nod, okay? So you can get the no, okay, and then you'll be able to get the yes, okay? So once you get to this point, this is basically ready to be finished and put moss on it, painted and everything. So once you get to this point, let me see if we can get him in there. See, where is he? See, he can do the yes, no. He can do the no. And then he can do the yes. Yes, I can. Yes. And no. Okay? So, it's a very simple puppet. I got the idea from the, they had these dragons, these dragon shoulder puppets that they were doing at Comic-Con a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago when we were there. Same idea. So I saw the baby Groot, and sometimes when you don't want to dress up at a con and you just want to kind of be casual but have something really cool or interactive, decided to make a baby Groot puppet, which probably after this is going to be that the little baby Groot 3D print, and the 3D print community is going crazy. Probably going to see a bunch of these around at the conventions now. So it's very simple. It's a one cable, bike cable that goes up through the body into the neck, and it allows him to turn his head no and nod yes. So from this point, you can prime them, you can paint it, and what I did is I took some of that moss that you can buy, sheet moss, excuse me, sheet moss in a craft store, and I put it around his neck. Oh, I also built up, being that it's flat here, I'm going to take the 3D pen and I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in here and build up his neck a little bit more to look more like branches. If you don't have a 3D pen, you could do it with hot glue, you could do it with like DAS putty, and let it air dry, and then prime them, paint them. I put moss in here. I'll get the other one and show you again. Put moss in here, and then what I did is, I'll get the other one, so let me pause it and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with the baby Groot brothers. So what I did is, after I primed it and painted it, I put the moss in here, in his neck here, and bottom of his head, or bottom of his chin, a little bit up here, top of his head, and a little bit on his arm, because he's got a little bit of moss growing on him in the movie, because he is an infant. The idea is he's a young Groot. So what I did after that is I made a, here we go, bomb similar to the one in the commercial. It just has one big red button, so don't push the death button. And I did a floor mat pad, and I just cut a section off big enough to put over his shoulder. Made a little shoulder piece with Velcro underneath and an elastic Velcro strap, which is a book bag strap you can get from Walmart. Shaped that with Warbler. If you don't have Warbler, you could do this. You could still do this with the floor pad. hot glued the floor pad to the Warbler shoulder, put the Velcro underneath, and then I could attach the strap, and it goes across your shoulder, across your chest, and you just tighten the strap and he stays on your shoulder. This one is off the back of the shoulder a little bit, so the cable goes straight down. So your shoulder's here, the cable goes straight down your arm and into your hand, and you can turn your Groot. You can turn your Groot and get him to do his thing. This one, the neck's a little bit shorter than this one. This one, I realized it too late, and I just didn't want to redo everything. So I left him this way, and it worked out really well. So I basically put a Velcro on the bottom of his feet and Velcroed him to the pad, so you can remove him from the pad in case you have to do any repairs to him. And the paint job on him was, I did, what you can do it whatever you want. I did it in just initially I did a brown with a wash to get the low points, and I did not like it. It was too flat and plain, so I went back in and did highlights. I exaggerated the highlights, exaggerated the lowlights, made it a little bit more cartoony, but it shows up really nice in the light in the convention hall and here. I thought it was too flat before. So you paint it however you want to paint it. But this is basically the Groot puppet. I'll walk you through it one more time. Take the baby Groot, it'll come in 2 pieces. Or if you get a single one, cut his head off. You drill a hole in the bottom of the head, top of the neck, bottom of the foot, whichever foot you want to have him pivoting on and have the cable. If you want him on the left shoulder, figure out where you want to place him and which foot you want the cable to go through. And in my case, it's his right foot. I took a 5/16 drill, drilled up his leg, down his neck till the holes meet up. Then I took the bike cable and pushed the bike cable up the top into the neck piece and out the top. Then I took pliers, needle nose pliers, and I bent over the end because the cable has to be the right length for the person's arm. If it's too long, they can't control it, and if you put too much of a bend in the cable, his neck doesn't move the way you want it to. So I did that, and then of course you make the little nub on the end with hot glue or 3D pen. Just put it in there. Also drill a hole for the fishing line or the string, whichever you use or whichever you have. Put it in the hole, hot glue that in there, 3D printed pen in there, and then do the same with the neck. You put the hot glue the cable in the neck and the fishing line in the neck to keep his head from spinning around like he's possessed. Then what you're going to do is you get the length of the cable how you want it. It only has to be out about an inch to the inch and a half at the end. Because what you're going to do is you need about a quarter, say a ½ inch of play. Figure out the amount of play you want for his head to work. Because all you really need to do is that much. It's about 3/8 of an inch, maybe a ½ an inch to go in and out to give you the nod. And find center. What I did is I put a little knob there that has a little notch coming out the front. Little notch coming out the front, like right there. So you can feel what's front, and it gives you, and it's flat sides, so it allows you to spin his head. So it allows you to spin his head. There we go. Easier. It's a bigger thing to grab onto. Okay, so that's at the other end. And if you still have this little nub here from the bike brake, I just hot glued that onto there. So it's about 3/8 of an inch, ½ an inch play there to get his head to nod, and it allows you to move his head back and forth. And if you do it really quickly, you get the little really quick no look. But that's about it. So if you have any questions, you can email me. If you don't have access to a 3D printer and you want this baby Groot, the standing one, or the seated one, I'll show you a picture of him, seated one, you can commission me and I can 3D print them for you. If you don't have access to a 3D printer, just contact me and you can 3D print that. But what I'm also going to do is I think I have to go through to do a raffle, and I'm going to raffle off, I think I'll raffle off a standing baby Groot, being that that's the one that's in the video. I'll raffle off a standing baby Groot, and I think I have to go through Gleam, so I'll put all the details in the bottom of the description on how to enter the contest to win the baby Groot, and I'll have all the dates and everything, how long it's going to last, and everything down there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I know it's a long video, but I tried to show you as much as I can in the video, and I went over it twice. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more if you like it. I'm going to also show you video from my trip to WonderCon as the Batman Beyond. I'm shooting video with that this weekend. Okay, so have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video, and here it is. I'm going to be giving away a standing baby Groot, so you have to be subscribed to the channel and look in the description below for other details. And if you guys like videos like this, I'll do more making of videos, how-to videos, and probably do giveaways with those. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.